Welcome back to another Everyman Movie Critic, where we bring the love of movies back to you. And as always, it's me, Johnny B.
I'm Scott.
And we got Danny back again.
Hey.
Because we're keeping with our theme of horror movies. And this week we're going to talk about, in our opinion, the best horror franchises of all time. Since Danny is the in-house expert, which ones do we start off with?
I think you got to start off with the classic, Halloween.
Absolutely. John Carpenter's original back in the 70s,
Mm-hmm.
which spawned a lot of sequels. I think we talked about part 3.
Some good, some not.
Part 3 tried to divert from the Michael Myers franchise and do their own thing, and they started an anthology series which never took off, so they went back to Return to Michael Myers. And now we have Halloween Part 2, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, which is a direct sequel to Part 1. John Carpenter stated that everything else after Part 1 from the 1970s with Jamie Lee Curtis is no longer canon, and now everything is from here on out. So which one was your favorite of all the Halloweens?
Mine, probably Halloween 3 and 4, they kind of tied together with his niece, Jamie.
Yep. And she was in the Rob Zombie one, which you want to talk about, I'm sure. You're itching to, since you liked it so much. Me and Danny are of the same mind that we're not a big fan of the Rob Zombie 2007 remake.
No, I loved it because it actually had a story. It actually told what was going on. Him as a child, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the background of it.
Yeah, he definitely got into the depth of his legacy.
Of the character, yes. That's what I liked.
But the thing about horror movies is you don't want all that. You want the mystery there. You don't want to know where they came from until later on in the franchise.
Exactly, he was labeled as the boogeyman.
Yes, in the first one.
I don't want the story behind the boogeyman. I like just knowing that anything can just pop out and kill you for no apparent reason. I don't want to know why he's going to kill me. I just want to know he can kill me.
He's not just anything.
So when you're going to be killed, guys, you don't want to know the backstory as your killer.
I do. I want to know why he's doing it so that I can get away.
Or maybe reason with him.
Possibly.
Well, that's something they try to use in some of the franchises, where they try to get to their sensitive side, but it never worked. He would just go.
But you got Michael Myers. Okay, she doesn't want to know the background of him. Johnny doesn't want to know the background of him. But you already know the background of Jason. And
yeah, but eventually you did.
Well, you pretty much knew it right off the bat. You know why?
No, nobody knew it was his mother until the.
Well, they didn't know who the killer was.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That was the
but they knew about Jason.
Well, knew. I mean, they gave you a rough estimate of like what happened, like with Freddy too. They gave you a rough estimate.
Yeah.
But they didn't go like delving deep into anything until later on in the franchise. They kind of developed it over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Freddy Krueger, you found out that, eventually you found out it was the demons that were keeping him alive or something like that.
But did they actually do that for Michael Myers?
No.
No.
They never actually explained why he's still alive. He just kind of is.
They did that. Everyone has a background story.
Kind of like a superhuman.
Except Michael. Yeah, but he's not that super of a human, I don't think.
He just can't die, and he's super strong.
I think they had something to do with, it had to do with, his brain, kind of like a zombie or something.
Because
they find an excuse in every movie is what it is.
See, that's what gets me, and that's something that I wanted to address. Because, I mean, I've talked about this with people at work, and I'm going to have quite a bit of people that are actually fans of horror at where I work. And we've talked about who was better and
who could kill who.
Hmm?
Who would win a fight?
Would Jason win or would Michael Myers win? To me,
Mikey.
Michael Myers is just a big, tough, strong human.
Well, so is Jason.
So is Jason, but Jason's dumb. Michael's not dumb.
Are you sure?
True, he never really talks, but he looks like he can think.
But Jason's... Jason, something changed Jason, because he was a little kid in the first one.
He got
jumped
bullied.
Up, got the thing. But no, then all of a sudden, he's a big ox now. Something changed him. He's more supernatural than, he's more supernatural than Michael Myers.
That is true.
So, I think Jason would beat Michael Myers. But that'd be my opinion.
Okay, but we can bunch together.
Yeah.
Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street,
Friday
the 13th. They're all pretty much the same. And then if you want to add in Texas Chainsaw, because it's in the same vein.
Texas Chainsaw.
A mindless killer going around
Leatherface.
slicing women up and
Yeah.
Cutting
not
up
just
virgins
the
and
one killer though. It's his whole damn
His whole
the whole
family.
family because it's based on it.
The
The
whole
family-
damn family's all messed up.
The family reminds me of Devil's Rejects.
The Firefly family.
Yes.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Hmm.
One of my other favorite movies.
And not the wrestling family.
So
Yeah.
we can talk about that one, the Rob Zombie other trilogy there.
Hmm.
House
House of a Thousand. Yeah, go ahead, Danny. You know.
House
this
of a
better.
Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. I hate to say that I actually still have to see Three from Hell because I was so excited to see it, and I just never happened. But
Anybody seen it already? Then let us know in the comments. Let Danny know what she's missing.
I think I watched Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses
1,000 times.
a million times, yes,
Yeah.
but like traditionally right around Halloween every single year.
That was.
Love it.
I mean, my favorite of that is obviously Sherry Moon, who's Baby.
Sherry Moon, wasn't she like
That's Rob Zombie's wife.
Rob Zombie's wife? That's what I thought. She was like the mother in the remake,
I actually
right?
like.
in the
Halloween.
yes,
remake.
in
She
Halloween,
was
I
the
think she was.
Yep.
Yes.
She's in all of his movies,
But
pretty much.
she's Baby in that, and I liked her character.
I like
Devil's
Chris
Rejects?
Hardwick was in that. Chris
Yeah.
Hardwick, and then you got the guy who.
Wait, Nerdist, Chris Hardwick,
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that hosts
Talking Dead.
Talking Dead. Yeah.
Mhm.
Shameless plug.
Yep. Then wasn't
Great
it?
show.
Who was the other one? Wasn't it Dwight from The Office?
Yes.
Yes, the guy who plays Dwight. I can't think of his name. Was also in that too.
Rainn Wilson.
Yes.
Really?
And they all die. Spoiler. Sorry if you haven't seen it.
Oh, everybody dies.
Everybody
pretty much.
dies.
Guys, if you haven't
Everybody
watched any
dies.
of those movies, chances are this is not your video. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
click to the next one.
It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who were the popular girls in that?
I know in the
Jessica-
remake it was Jessica Biel.
She was in the remake,
Mhm.
which was really good.
And Jordana
That was like
Brewster.
a thing back then. They always had to remake everything.
Mhm.
Halloween got a remake.
Yep.
Scream is now getting a remake, which is my favorite franchise out of all the horror movies, because they make fun of more of the horror genre than anything, and you know the rules that they poke fun at, like you can't drink, gotta be a virgin,
Yeah.
Mhm.
can't say I'll be right back because you won't. Oh boy. Sorry for the cat, folks.
And we got a cat in the house.
It's okay. She wants to be popular.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, Scream is my favorite. I like the fourth one even though some people weren't. But I think it's kind of old that,
Scream.
and she broke a trope. Sidney Prescott lived in every last one of those movies,
Yeah.
every last one, and that's very unheard of.
She has. So did Dewey
Dewey and what's
and
his name?
Courtney Cox did too. Yep.
Courtney Cox.
They all lived through that.
Yep.
I was sure one of them was gonna die at one point.
Well, you thought even Nev Campbell you thought was going to die in the fourth one. Finally,
Yeah. Didn't surprise me.
it really looked like it. It's okay. I can edit that out.
And there's our kitty.
Welcome, Stella.
This is Stella. He's a big fella. Hi, Stella.
That's what she
Say
said.
hi to the group, to the fans.
Now, seems like there's like a kind of like a grouping in a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Oh,
could
yeah.
do like, let's see,
He wants a pat. There you go.
Puppet Master was a lot like
Puppet Master.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yeah, you got the
All these-
basically yeah. Hellraiser.
Control Demons.
Yes.
And Jordana Brewster was also in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Demons for Hire, basically, are those puppet
But,
masters.
yeah.
Demon for Hire.
Puppets aren't really demons. They're toys that were
Wasn't it like a spell put on them or something? Or they were possessed
yeah,
by
they were
people?
created
I
by
thought they were possessed by like people or something.
the person that created them.
Kind of brought that into it, but originally it was.
Yeah, at one
they
point
have
I
a serum,
Could have sworn that there
like
was
this serum thing in them.
Yep.
And I have to always share my Puppet Master story. When, much like my Children of the Corn, when I was in, I don't even know how old, I dressed up as Blade from Puppet Master for Halloween, and I made kids cry. So that's always fun.
that demon mask or skeleton mask. or
Yeah,
whatever
face
it was.
painted my face white. I had the black coat, black hat. Yep,
Evil Nazi.
yep.
I think that's what he was supposed to be.
I know.
Oh, Blade,
And
I
that
don't
guy
know.
with
He
the
was more
drill-
like a-
what
he
he
was more
was.
like a cowboy, I think.
Drill head.
Huh?
He was more like a cowboy, wasn't he?
No, I think he's supposed to be more like a spy.
Oh, yeah.
No,
something.
there was another one.
There
that had
is
like
the
two
drill
guns.
head.
Yeah, that was a
that's
cowboy,
Yeah, that
Six
one I
shooter.
remember.
He actually
He had a
four.
weird evil smile too. I
Yeah.
remember that thing.
Yeah.
And drill head, and then there was
Yep.
a woman one.
Yep, and then
But
there's
it's,
the
What was the woman
Jester. Leech,
Leech.
Miss Leech or something.
Yeah, she was that one movie. She was nasty in that, where she would do spit out leeches and they would like eat the guy.
Mhm.
But
Now, Evil Dead, that's an interesting one because it became funny over time.
yeah, Evil Dead. I mean, you got Ash in there. Ashy slashy.
You always have to have
Ashy
Ash.
Slashy is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it started so serious though, and that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, that it ended
The
up
first-
turning.
The first
Army of
one,
Darkness.
I think that's why they remade the second one because it was
They remade
too
the first
serious.
one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the second one was like a remake of the first one, basically.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. They went back to the cabin and
Yep.
they
Yeah.
just made it more jokey.
Yeah.
By
They
the
changed
end.
it.
And then Army of Darkness was just straight up.
Yeah.
Hail to the King, baby.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Shop smart. Shop as smart. Such a quotable movie.
You got that. You got
Then you got a bunch of like found footage ones like Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Then you got Blair Witch Project.
Yep.
All those. There was like a ton of those horror
The
found footage ones.
Insidious.
I personally wasn't a fan of the Blair Witch.
Well, Insidious is not
Project
found footage.
myself.
No.
But they're in the same like Insidious, like The Conjuring, like they're trying to
Yeah.
start like a universe, and they have like a lot of spin-offs. And
Yep.
A lot of these that come out at the same time seem to have
Yeah.
a theme
Yeah,
going
theme.
together.
every decade they try to do, like in the '80s it was slasher.
Paranormal Activities, I know, freaked a lot of people out. Just like
Freaked me out.
Blair Witch, the first Blair Witch. The second one I liked a lot better, but that wasn't made the same way. But the first Blair Witch and the Paranormal Activities, they freaked people out a lot. And to me, it wasn't that bad, but
I think it's because so many people did and still believe that it's real.
yeah.
Oh, and another one in that whole Scream thing was like, I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yeah, I know
Yep.
what you did last summer was definitely
They did a
Yeah.
sequel that came to the theaters, and then Urban Legends is another one.
Urban Legends. Urban Legends had the Noxzema girl in it.
Yep.
Oh
Who everybody thought was dead. Remember
Yeah.
the Urban Legend about
Mhm.
her? Thought that was kind of ironic.
yeah, and they got Joey Lawrence.
But if you're going to talk about movies like that, I always say Final Destination is exactly like that because it seems like everybody gets killed in every way possible that everybody's afraid of.
Yeah, that's
Like
like,
the urban legend
like
way
Urban
to die.
Legends, yeah.
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 Like getting your butt sucked into a pool. Sucker and
And or the like I
getting stuck in the we were mentioning.
the going behind a truck
Truck
that
with
has
logs or like-
on it.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't tell me not everyone still feels a little bit anxious about that.
I do think about that when I'm if
Every
I'm driving.
The
time.
roller coaster one was always my
The roller coaster one never bothered me.
because I always get scared about that. I know I'm gonna
Mm.
fall off a freaking roller coaster.
That one freaky one there where the kid blew up cooking.
Oh yeah, that was the end of the first one
Yeah, was that the first one?
or second one. No,
Second
that was
one,
the
yeah.
second one.
Yeah, I thought
Yep.
it was the second one. They had because they
'Cause
survived.
It skipped.
It
Yeah,
skipped,
it went to the kid.
Yeah, because they survived in Paris or
That was the one where the girl got melted by the black tar, right? That
Yeah,
was
I
in the
think
second
so.
one. That was part of the car accident one
yep,
on the bridge.
yeah,
Then there was the third one was the roller coaster. The first one was the airplane.
yep.
Second was car. I can't remember what. The
I just know I hated the one with the stupid tanning bed scene. That was so dumb. So dumb in my opinion.
But everybody's afraid of that happening now too. I'm sure tanning beds went down and stopped for a while.
See, if you're talking about those though, I mean, I don't consider Jaws a horror film, but that
not
that-
safe to go back in the water.
that fades off of the fear too. I mean, people
People are still
with
more-
sharks. Yeah, everybody's scared of sharks with that, and but
Well, that was the thing about Jaws is that you didn't see the shark. I
Mhm.
mean, that was because of mechanical issues with Bruce.
yeah,
He actually wanted to do more, and the studios were scared that nobody was going to watch it.
yeah,
But not having him in and just people flailing around in the water was more scary
The
than
fear of the
actually
unknown.
showing the thing eating them.
yeah. But
Like
they
in the-
made a bunch of spin-off things besides a bunch
I know,
of
once
Jaws.
it got to 4,
They did
then
the
it
Jaws,
became like Jaws followed him down to Florida.
but then you got there's how
And
many
it starts turning into Sharknado.
how many shark movies did they make? No, you got Sharknado, but that's
That should have
that's
won.
a goofy thing. But,
That is goofy.
Jaws 3 was the one in 3D, right?
3D. Yep, that's
Dennis
one of the
Quaid.
first 3D movies they had for
It
horror
was
movies like
God
that.
awful. Dennis Quaid and
The first scene where the Jaws bites the head off the fish and the fish head shoots out at you.
oh, we could talk about like franchise. Piranha was a
Piranha is what I was just getting at. Piranha.
There's
and
only 2 of them.
Yeah, but there's still. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things like that.
Billy
that
Zane's
spill off of
wife
it.
is in the second one.
And then
And
you got.
that's the one where they grabbed her hair
Mm-hmm.
and pulled her down. Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Besides that, you got. You already talked about The Conjuring and then Insidious a little bit.
Yeah, because the Conjuring's got like a whole cinematic universe.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
The only other successful cinematic universe outside of Marvel. All the rest is pretty much
All right, dude. Why don't you get down?
because the
Come on, Bob.
Universal keeps trying to do the Dark Universe
Lay
over
down.
and over again. It's going to be the star of the show. That's
He
right.
is.
I'm going to get 50. If I get 50 likes because of this cat, I'm more than happy to have him back.
Give a like if you like our cat.
Guys, hit a like button if you like cats and you want to see the cat back again. Getting cat
He's
hair
a good
everywhere on my
boy.
nose.
Yes, I know. It's a goofball cat.
Oh,
There
and
you
then,
go.
then
Sit
there's
down.
this one.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. It's not a huge franchise. I mean, they did the first two in the theater. The next one, the director had a lot of personal issues going on for
Put it
like
that lightly.
10 years, and that's why it took them so long to release the third one on like Netflix or something. It came direct to
Mhm.
Netflix.
From
But it was
what
still a
everyone said.
decent one. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I was heard a lot of disappointment just because of the build up for so many years for it.
you saw the
Mhm.
first two though, right?
Yeah.
I like the ending of the first one. The father got him with a harpoon and he just nailed him to the wall.
Yep.
He was waiting for him for like 50 years or whatever for him to wake back up, and he had the big harpoon waiting for him. Actually, the guy that played the father was the guy from RoboCop.
From RoboCop. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the bad guys in that. The one he grabbed by the hair and the club. I can't think of his name. He was on that TV show that we were talking about. Remember Tucker and Dale?
Oh yeah.
But he was on that
Oh.
TV show, The Reaper.
Oh,
He was the
um,
devil.
Was
The
he
devil.
the devil? Okay.
Yes,
He's a
that
really
same
good
guy.
devil. I like him. He's a good actor.
He plays a devil or a bad guy in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's
we've
always
seen the devil
fabulous.
like 3 times, didn't we?
And he was
Yeah.
also in Swamp Thing.
Is he
He's the doctor that turned into
the original Swamp Thing or
Yes.
the okay,
Yeah, I don't consider the second one.
the one from DC? But then you got Silence of the Lambs.
That's more cerebral, but yes, you have a
Yeah.
whole.
It is still.
Starts out with what Manhunter, which was
Mhm.
technically Red Dragon, which came out. That was the last one that they did with Edward
Yeah.
Norton, and tied it into Silence of the Lambs. And you have
Yeah.
Hannibal.
Yep.
The best scene ever was feeding him to the pigs, and his
Mhm.
face is all mangled up. Gary Oldman, right? I could never watch that scene where he has Ray Liotta's brain.
Oh,
out.
and he's
Oh my
He's,
God!
like,
he
feeding it
takes
to
a
him?
chunk out and cooks it
Feeds
and
it?
takes it for him. Oh
Yep.
my, he feeds him his own brain.
Yep.
That's what it was. Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could ever sign on. Even I know it's fake and it's not, but still. Oh, I
There's-
can't stand that kind of
there's-
stuff.
Movies out there, you gotta wonder who the hell would.
Did you ever see Nurse Betty?
No.
Yeah.
That's with Chris Rock and Renee Zellweger.
Yep.
Chris Rock does a scene where he's scalping somebody, and he's like screaming the whole time, and they're showing it. I'm like, what kind of dark? That's more of like a dark comedy
Yeah.
than anything. But movies, scenes like that just freak me the hell out.
That's stuff like that's in Purge.
Oh yeah, The Purge.
Yes.
Those definitely know how to kill people in those
Yeah.
movies.
And
I
those-
didn't. The more they got into it, the dumber it got. Like the whole behind the scenes of The Purge.
It's so rich people.
The first Purge was really good.
The first Purge, I like. I actually really liked the Purge, and I liked the TV show that they had about
Yeah.
it too.
TV series is good.
It was on
Just-
Sci-Fi or something.
USA.
Yeah.
USA?
Just showing people's general life about the Purge and how they use it to market
Yes.
stuff and sell stuff and.
There's a lot you can look into with it. If you put it all together, I guess.
See, that worked for a TV show because
Yeah.
if you try to do it in the movies, you have to cram too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the first one works so well because they didn't go into all that crap. You just knew
Yeah.
it was there. It was one family trying to survive the night, and they messed it up because their daughter let some boy in, and then there was a guy, please let me in, and they're like, okay, whatever, and then that kind of went to shit.
Yeah.
Or like The Strangers, that's another one of those.
Yep.
Strangers is
Oh
just
my
like
God.
that. What the hell? What were they saying? Is who here? Tamara, right?
I don't remember.
What?
Is Tamara home? Or
Yes.
Tamara? Whatever it was.
Tamara. That's what it is. Tamara. It's Tamara.
In The Strangers?
Yeah.
It's based on a true story too. And the messed up part of it is they only did it because they answered the door.
Yep.
Remember, it was like Liv Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah, she's in that, and Scott Speedman
hmm
from Underworld.
And also from Felicity.
That's kind of horror-ish.
Hey, don't open doors in horror movies.
Also from Felicity.
Felicity?
Yeah.
You and your random, I swear to God.
Scott Speedman. There's another Scott that's famous too. Scott
Trust me, guys,
Foley.
we're going to have more TV show episodes for Scott.
That's
I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that's.
Did we go over Jeepers Creepers? Yes,
We
Jaws.
went over Puppet Master. We went over
Yeah.
Child's Play.
Oh no!
Oh, that's up
we
there.
glanced over that one.
We
Child's Play is awesome.
Oh my
Child's
gosh,
Play,
that's-
yes.
The first one was.
I can't take him seriously as even the first one, yeah, was a serious movie, but I still can't take him even in that one. I couldn't take him as a serious slasher threat.
Why? Because you can pick him up and punt him.
Yeah, that you could do that. You mean
That too, but whenever he had the blade, he came out of nowhere. That's how he got everybody.
yeah?
Yeah.
Sneak attacking.
But
You're right. In reality, I would have kicked the damn thing across the room, and
Yeah.
that would have been it.
the minute I knew that thing was attacking people or was like when the kid's like, you open it up and there's no batteries in there, smash the damn thing.
And
He might get out.
Stop them
No.
It never stops him.
because it's his spirit.
His
Like
spirit would go somewhere else, but that doll would be done.
Well, like he said in, what was it, Bride of Chucky, you can't kill me. Nobody can kill me. Dying is such a bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
and then,
he's
of course, Mark Hamill did the voice in the new one.
Mark Hamill did the voice of the new one. I was very disappointed that it didn't do. I didn't think it was as. From what I hear, it was not the best.
Well, he's a good voice actor.
Yeah, he's very good. He's one of my favorites. We've talked about him before.
He's got one of those
And-
iconic voices of all voice jobs. of
True,
all
he
time.
really does.
But
He's
Chucky's
the
not the Joker.
Still psychotic.
No, it's just
In that same vein,
yeah,
not as much as the Joker, but he's still a psychopathic killer
yeah.
who was into
A cult.
a cult at the end.
He was a cult in the beginning. That's how he became
That what
Chucky.
it was? He
Yeah.
was. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know if he just kind of fell into it because he already was practicing it.
No, he
No, and it's actually not a cult, it's voodoo.
Brad
no,
Dourif.
well,
Yeah, it's voodoo.
a cult is not. I didn't say cult. I said a cult meaning
Oh, the
a cult.
occult.
yeah.
I thought you meant a cult.
No, it's a cult.
Oh,
from
the occult.
Oh,
The
yeah,
occult. Yeah, it does voodoo.
yeah. Voodoo, magic, any type of magic is a
Mhm.
cult. But yeah. I mean, you got him. You can think of the puppet. You can think of Wishmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then if you're going to say that, then you got to talk about
Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun.
who was Warwick
Leprechaun?
Davis.
Yes.
That guy was also Willow,
Mm-hmm.
and in the Star Wars universe, he was in every movie.
Wicked.
From 1 to 10 or 9, he was in every last one of those movies.
Yeah. Just like Peter
But I
Mayhew.
love him in Willow. They're talking about making a show for that too on Disney Plus.
Anthony
God,
Daniels, right?
so
Was C-3PO?
Yes,
He was in everything too.
but he wasn't in Leprechaun.
No, he was not.
That would have been weird.
Jennifer Aniston was in Leprechaun though.
Yes.
So if you guys like Friends, but again, I don't think this video is for people who like Friends.
Yeah,
Just call it
maybe.
Ange. Well, maybe we try to appeal to a broad audience, but
You got TV shows. I mean, you look at
Nightmare on Elm
Nightmare
Street.
on Elm Street. Look at all the people
Every
from
girl
just a
from
10.
the Lubbock Babes.
Yeah.
3 of them were in that.
I think the little one, the younger one, was in it. Was in one later on too.
I don't know. I just know that Heather Langenkamp,
Yep.
Jamie Lunar, and
Yeah.
then that blonde
Brooke
something or other.
Something. Yeah, I forgot what her last name was, but yeah, the blonde.
Got
girl
kid,
there.
and in the comments below, tell us her last name. If
But,
you guys even know that show, Just the 10 of Us, it was a rip-off of, or a spin-off of that.
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains.
Yep. they
Coach
moved.
Lubbock
Yep.
and the Lubbock Babes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all of them were in the Nightmare on Elm Street universe.
And they all love Mike Seaver. They did. They all loved Mike Seaver in that
Well,
show.
he was a good guy. Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here for this one. Our ideas for best horror franchises. If you like what you saw, you want to see more great content, make sure you subscribe. Share our videos on social media because that's a good way to blow up our channel. Hit the like button. Hit the notification button if you want to get notified for new videos that we post every week. As always, see you next time.